activist and Hillary Clinton supporter, and Chris Prudhome is with Vote America Now, a nonpartisan group focused on voter education. It's great to have you all as we near the final stretch. We are in the final stretch. We're not near anything. We're in the final stretch. Chris, I'm curious your thoughts in general as a nonpartisan voice here. Some of our guests were actually surprised to hear that millennials are the largest generation in America, bigger than baby boomers. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, of course, they make 25% of the eligible electorate. You know, this has been a very interesting election cycle. Millennials are a different type of generation, and frankly, we've been talking to them across the country and the various presidential candidates that we have done this year. Millennials do not trust the overall process, and certainly many millennials lean more liberally than anything else. They are just tired of the failed promises that Washington has given them. And things like this pandering in the very last minute is something that is frustrating to all millennials. You have Secretary Clinton, who talks about various issues, but does not talk about issues of importance to millennials, such as criminal justice, and not speaking broadly, but actual specific policies. We have certain parts in America where we have law enforcement serving as judges. We have an over-criminalized traffic code, and these are things that have to be addressed. And frankly, having a celebrity come out is not going to do it.
Interesting. Well, let me ask Malcolm about that. Malcolm, you know, Jay-Z, Beyonce, big concert, got all the headlines, front page of the New York Times. And I'm curious, what do you think about the risk that Chris is lying out for all of us, that it could be perceived as last-minute pandering and actually turn off?
Well, no, I think I was listening in, and I think it's actually off base there. What millennials understand, and what I'm seeing every single day on the ground, is that we understand that this election is about a choice. Do we want the person that has spent her life fighting for women, for families, or do we want the person on the other side that has spent his career attacking and degrading and belittling women and families? And I heard him talk about criminal justice reform. The first speech that Secretary Clinton actually gave this campaign was about criminal justice reform. The mothers of the movement have been with her all across the country. So millennials are excited. You've seen those numbers of excitement go up for Secretary Clinton. You're going to see big turnout on Election Day because people are bought into the issues that she's talking about, getting wages up and getting college, making it more affordable.
And then, Chris, I'll circle back to you. But Sal, you know, Trump actually just said about 2 hours ago, he was speaking in Tampa. He said, well, I don't have Jay-Z, J-Lo, just anybody. And the truth is, he doesn't.
They don't want to hang out with him.
He doesn't have any he doesn't have any surrogates. He just has himself. And quite frankly, that's been enough to bring in some of the big crowds. But how concerned are you about some of these high-powered surrogates turning out millennials just in the last few days of this campaign season?
Not at all. We've seen multiple polls out of Pew and Gallup with millennials that say celebrity endorsements don't help them make their decision at all.